Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Jaylen Rose is an American Games pundit and previous expert b-ball player. He rose to unmistakable quality as a feature of the College of Michigan's Wolverines' famous Fab Five, as seen by Chris Webber. Joan Howard, Jimmy Lord, and Beam Jackson, this unbelievable group arrived at the NCAA Men's Division I ball title games in 1992 and 1990-93 during Jaylen Rose's rookie and sophomore years in school, progressing to the expert field where he played as a little forward in the NBA for 6 distinct groups, quite adding to the Indiana Pacers' close by Reggie Mill operator, which saw 3 sequential Eastern Gathering Finals appearances and an outing to the 2000 NBA Finals with a vocation traversing until his retirement in 2017. Jaylen Rose held midpoints of 14.3 focuses, 3.8 assists, and 3.5 bouncebacks per game. Post-retirement, he wandered into sports investigation with jobs at a BC and ESPN, where he turned into a natural face on shows like NBA Commencement and Get Up. Moreover, he co-facilitated the ESPN syndicated program. Jalen and Jason are close by David Jason until late 2022. Past his media work, Rose is perceived for his charity, having established the Jen Rose Authority Foundation, and as a writer, having penned the New York Times hit, He Got to Give Individuals What They Needed. He likewise delivered the ESPN narrative. At this point, Jaylen Rose's total assets are assessed at $6 million. Jaylen Anthony Rose, brought into the world on January 30, 1973, in Detroit, Michigan, has a fascinating familial foundation. His natural dad, Jimmy Walker, was a noticeable NBA player and a main draft pick who outstandingly played close by Jerry West in the 1972 NBA All-Star Game, in spite of a few telephone discussions. Jaylen Rose never had the chance to meet his dad face-to-face as Jimmy Walker died from a cellular breakdown in the lungs in 2007 and was named by his mom, Jean Rose. Jaylen's name is a mix of his dad's name, James, and his uncle's name, Leonard. Jaylen Rose's outcome in both the NCAA and NBA added to the far and wide ubiquity of the name Jaylen among African-American young men that were brought into the world during the 1990s and mid-2000s. This pattern truly stretched out into the 2010s with various remarkable competitors like Jalen Hurts, Jalen Mayfield, J.N. Green, Jalen Suggs, and Jalen Waddle bearing varieties of the name in 2021. The name JN was addressed by 32 players in the NBA, NFL, and more established North American pro athletics, with 80 extra players in men's school basketball remaining at 6'8" or 2.3 m tall. Jaylen Rose has great actual height, close to his compelling heritage in sports and culture as a champion player at Southwestern Secondary School in Detroit. Jaylen Rose, close by future NBA players Vashon Leonard and Howard Eisley, acquired huge consideration in any event, including in a narrative movie Loop Dreams at a secondary school All-American camp, continuing on toward the College of Michigan. Jaylen Rose was essential for the Wolverines group that arrived at the NCAA Finals in 1992 and 1993, wrapping up as public other participants, twice joining the Wolverines under mentor Steve Fischer's exceptionally viewed 1,991 enrolling class known as the Fab Five. Rose arose as a central participant, driving the group in scoring during his first year with a normal of 17.6 focuses per game, and setting a school rookie scoring record with 597 all-out focuses. Other than his scoring ability, he was known as a vocal chief and little forward of the Fab Five. In spite of missing the mark concerning a NCAA title, he ordered amazing measurements, storing up north of 1,700 focuses, 400 bounce-backs, 400 helps, and 100 takes, remaining at 6'8" in tall and playing as a flexible point watch. Rose attracted correlations with his Golden Calf Sorcery Johnson by certain journalists in regards to the College of Michigan ball embarrassment. Rose, alongside Robert in the trailer, Chris Webber, Maurice Taylor, and Louis Bullock were called before a stupendous jury. Strikingly, Rose was the only one not embroiled in getting significant amounts of cash. In 2005, he graduated with a 4-year education in science in administration review from the College of Maryland College School. He stays a functioning ally of his place of graduation, the College of Michigan, and was seen pulling for their men's basketball group during the 2006 NIT Last Four with individual ex-Wolverine Maurice Taylor. He was additionally found in Atlanta, Georgia, for the Wolverine 2013 NCAA public title game Beyond Ball. Jaylen Rose has a girl named Mariah Rose, who was brought into the world in 2000 from his past relationship with Maury Gones. In July 2018, Rose secured the bunch interestingly with Molly Ken in a confidential function. Cum, who was brought into the world in 1984, is an American TV character and host of ESPN's Most Memorable Take. She recently was the host of the NFL organization's Workday Morning Show, NFL AM, and the NFL Dream Experience. Her mom is Italian and her dad is Albanian. Their marriage anyway confronted many moves, prompting Jaylen Rose to seek legal separation in 2021, referring to issues originating from Cum's migration to Connecticut. Jaylen Rose was picked as a 13th-round draft pick by the Denver Pieces in the 1994 NBA draft. Following a two-year spell with Denver, he was exchanged to the Indiana Pacers alongside Reggie Williams and a future first-round draft pick in return for Imprint Jackson, Ricky Pierce, and one more first-round draft pick, with standing making progress with the Pacers. Rose confronted starting difficulties and acquiring acknowledgement under mentor Larry Earthy. He frequently wound up uninvolved with DNP seeds, which means he didn't play the mentor's choice option. Rose expressed his dissatisfaction about being used as a reinforcement shooting gatekeeper and little forward rather than his favored position, which was point monitor. It was only after Larry Bird taken on training obligations that Rose started to flourish in the long run, understanding his viability. As a little forward during his residency with the Indiana Pacers, he assumed a crucial part in renewing the group in the wake of frustrating 1996-1997 season, directing them to 3 successive Eastern Gathering Finals appearances. He arose as a champion entertainer in the 1999-2000 season, turning into the first player other than Reggie Mill operator in quite a while to lead the Pacers in scoring. Rose's amazing commitments acquired him the NBA Most Superior Player grant, a first in quite a while history. In the 2000 NBA end-of-the-season games, Rose had tremendous effects, eminently scoring 40 focuses in Game 1 of the Eastern Gathering semifinals against the Philadelphia 76ers, regardless of dry. In his group to the NBA Bay Finals and averaging 25 focuses per game during the series, remembering a 32-point execution for Game 5. The Pacers eventually missed the mark against the Los Angeles Lakers, eminently Rose's deliberate demonstration of putting his foot under Kobe Bryant during Game 2 of the season finisher series, which brought about Bryant's physical issue and resulting non-appearance from Game 3 remaining parts, an extremely disputable crossroads in NBA history. In real life, Rose later conceded to purposefully doing during the 2001-2002 season. Jalen Rose ended up exchanged to the Chicago Bulls, close by Travis Best, Norman Richardson, and a future second-round draft pick in return for Brad Mill operator Ron Mercer, Craftsman, and Kevin Olewon. Of the champion snapshots of the time for Rose happened on April 16, 2002, when he accomplished a vocation high of 44 focuses, including a game-dominating shot and an exhilarating 114-112 additional time triumph against the Houston Rockets. Following a short spell of 16 matches into the 2003-2004 season, Rose was again traded this opportunity to the Toronto Raptors, close by influence advances. Danielle Marshall and Lonnie Baxter. Halfway through the 2005-2006 season, on February 3, 2006, Rose encountered one more exchange opportunity with the New York Knicks, alongside a first-round draft pick and an undisclosed amount of money assessed to be around $3 million. This was finished in return for Antonio Davis. This move rejoined him with Larry Earthy Colored, his previous mentor from his experience with the Indiana Pacers. The exchange planned to make pay cap space as Rose was procuring near $16 million every year, and to help the Raptors obtain a season place to reduce some of Chris Bosh's bouncing back liabilities. Rose's last game with the Raptors was an important one, adding to a home triumph against the Sacramento Rulers with an unequivocal bin in extra time on November 3 at 6 p.m.